Where are you coming from?
I was at a bar. No. I was at my friend's house. Do I need to call a lawyer?
That's up to you.
Okay, I'm going to call a lawyer.
Okay, but right now I'm asking you.
Because I want to call a lawyer?
Okay.
I
gave you ample opportunities.
On June 9, 2024, in Clearwater, Florida, cops stopped a car swerving wildly across the road in a high-stakes traffic stop. Why? The driver's reckless moves screamed trouble, and she delivered chaos.
Hi.
Hello.
What was the reason for circling around like that?
I'm not from St. Pete. I am from Tampa.
Where are you at right now?
I am in St. Pete.
Are you?
I'm trying to get back to Tampa.
Okay.
So
Are you sure you're in St. Pete? You want to try that again?
I'm absolutely in St. Pete.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you're in Clearwater right now. 5 to 10. Where are you coming from?
I was at a bar. No. I was at my friend's house.
95 videos available.
I can give you her address.
Okay. You have a license on you, ma'am?
I do.
And then where did you say you were coming from?
I'm coming from my friend Lorna's.
Okay, where does she live at?
She lives in St. Pete.
Okay. How did you get here in Clearwater?
I drove.
Yeah, that's true. But St. Pete is nowhere near here.
No.
So how did you get here?
So I drove
Uh-huh.
to my friend Lorna's.
Who lives in St. Pete?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So how'd you get...
So I'm driving home
Okay.
from my friend Lorna's.
Okay.
And these are, I don't know, the directions that my map gave me.
Because you're going back to Tampa, right?
Yes.
Alright, so the route you took to get back to Tampa is... The route you should have taken is the exact opposite of what you're doing, right? You should have taken
literally
275 or Skyway or something.
I don't know. I literally am I'm driving from my friend Lorna's to my house. I don't know the route.
Okay. Alright, so the other reason why I have you stopped is because you were speeding. Alright, I got you at 62 and I posted 40 on Court Street.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
I'm not a speeder. Okay.
What's that you are?
Okay, so what do you need from me?
Your license.
Do you need my license? Okay,
Yep.
absolutely.
Does this vehicle belong to you? Registered and everything to you? Is the car registered to you?
It is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. And the insurance is up to date as well?
Absolutely.
Anything to drink tonight?
No.
No? Okay. It's also a little odd how you did a whole U-turn when I stopped you. There's really absolutely no reason for that. I thought you were just going to stop as soon as you pulled into this parking lot, but then you decided to turn all the way around. And now, look at my car right now. Look at your car. Like, it's kind of a problem, right? That's not how traffic stops are supposed to go.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. So you're normally keeping your wallet?
I normally keep my ID in my wallet.
Where's your wallet at?
It is, I thought in my pocket. Hold on, let me see. It might actually be in my pocket.
Well, what's your first and last name?
My name is Amanda.
Amanda, what's your last name, Amanda? All right, give me 1 second, okay? All right, Amanda, can we have a conversation back here real quick? You're not in any trouble or anything
Absolutely.
like that. Yeah, you can turn your car off for me if you don't mind. You mind coming out for me? Okay. You mind just step over here?
Yes.
You have shoes you want to put on?
Okay.
Go put your shoes on if you want.
I mean, do I need them?
I'm just and that's up to you. I'm just trying to help you out. I don't know. I would rather you not walk barefoot on cement, but if you want to, that's up to you. All right, Amanda, can we have a conversation about something really quick?
Sure.
So there's a couple of things that I'm worried about. Okay. Like I said, as far as the stop goes, I'm not super worried about it. All right. When I stopped you, instead of just stopping straight like a normal, regular traffic stop, you decided to circle all the way around. Right, and you can see like where my car is, where your car is. Like that's a problem, right? That's not how it's supposed to go. Okay. All right. So anytime you're being stopped by an officer, you're pulling into a parking lot like you did, which is good. Just stay straight. There's no reason to turn around.
Okay.
Okay. Other thing is, let me ask a couple of things. Okay. Are you experiencing any sort of medical issue right now?
No.
No. Do you feel okay?
I mean, What are we talking
I mean,
about?
like, do you feel sick or injured or anything like that? Or are you sick or injured right now?
I mean, what are we talking about?
I mean, just in general. Do you feel okay right now?
No, I
Do you
feel sick.
Okay. Do you feel like sick, nauseous?
A
Feel like
bit.
you're about to pass out?
Not that
No?
I'm about to pass out.
Okay.
I feel a little sick.
Okay. Are you diagnosed with anything?
No.
Do you take medications for anything?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
How are your eyes? Are you able to see okay? Any visual impairments of any kind?
No.
No? Okay. So I'm also getting somewhat of an odor of alcohol coming from inside the car, okay? I'm getting it off of your breath as well. You said you're coming home from your friend's house in St. Pete. You live in Tampa. But somehow you got from St. Pete all the way to Clearwater, which is the exact opposite direction from where you should go, right? So there's a couple of signs that are making me driving. All right, so
Okay.
I'm getting very strong odor of alcohol off your breath. Your eyes are bloodshot and watery. Your
Okay.
speech is a little slurred, and you're kind of stumbling out of the car. Okay.
Okay.
So my job is just to make sure that you're safe to drive.
Okay.
All right. So how I'd like to do that is I want to go ahead and check your eyes. Would you be okay with that?
Can I call a lawyer right now?
I mean, you're not under arrest or anything like that. So I'm just asking if I could check your eyes.
Do I need a lawyer?
I can't advise you what you need or don't need.
Do I need to call a lawyer?
That's up to you.
Okay, I'm going to call a lawyer.
Okay, but well, right now I'm asking you if it's okay if I can check your eyes.
I'm
going to
call a lawyer.
Okay, that's fine. So right now you can be placed under arrest for DUI.
Okay. Because I want to call a lawyer?
Okay.
You're welcome to have a lawyer.
I gave you ample opportunities to work with me. Okay, I gave you my.
No, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. You literally... Okay. I expressed my desire to have a lawyer and you're...
Yes, and you could do that.
Okay.
However, I've notated my observations of you, of my concerns, and the odor of alcohol coming off your breath, and you speeding, and you stopping the way you did, and you slurring your speech, and you stumbling out of the car. Right? That gives me reason to believe that might be something wrong.
Okay.
So the reason why I was asking to look at you, to evaluate you is to make sure that you were safe to drive. I was going to ask you to look at your eyes real quick, maybe have you do a couple of exercises, and if everything was good, then you'd be free to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's why I was asking you that.
And yet, here we are.
Correct. So if you don't want to participate in that, that's fine.
I do, but like, what is this?
Okay, well, I gave you several opportunities for me to evaluate you to make sure that you're safe to drive, and you said.
In what capacity? You never.
I asked you if I could check your eyes.
You didn't ask that.
So now he's going
several
off of
times.
his observations of you.
That's how that works.
That's how that works.
If from now until the time I take you to our station, if you change your mind, we could do that.
I didn't. I mean, I did not understand the amount of time between when you were
Are you on call? What is the PT reference? 172.
I'm sorry. I did not evaluate the time between being under arrest and just. I'm sorry. I'm very confused about the process. If you could please explain it to me.
Okay, well,
before.
I tried explaining it to you, and
you didn't.
You didn't want to cooperate. I did, though.
I'm sorry. How did I not cooperate?
Well, because I asked you if I could evaluate you, check your eyes.
And I submitted
and you said you wanted
that.
No, you did not. You said,
Did I not?
You did not. You said, can I have my lawyer? I said, I can't advise you what you can
I'm
and can't
sorry,
do.
because I asked for a lawyer?
Right, but you're not under arrest. So I didn't read you your rights. You're not under arrest. At least at the time you weren't. Right?
So now I'm not under arrest.
As of right now, you are under arrest, yes.
So as of right now, I'm under arrest.
You are under arrest.
And I would like a lawyer.
Okay, that's fine. So let's go and walk to my car.
Yes.
We'll go this way.
Okay.
So I'm going to take you to our station, okay? If you change your mind, and then
I want to speak to a lawyer.
Okay, that's fine. And you absolutely have that right.
I know I do.
And now I have to exercise my right to make sure that people are being safe on the road.
Lawyer. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So the next order of business.
All right.
Oh.
Great.
No, that's after. Yeah. So as of right now, you're being placed under arrest for driving under the influence. Okay.
Okay.
So just to make sure we're on the same page, my observations of you was, well, the reason why I have you stopped was for the speeding, right? The 62 and a 40. All right, you'll be receiving a citation for that.
You observed me going 62 in a 40.
Yes, that was the reason for the stop.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
When I had you stopped, you pulled into this parking lot, which is fine.
Right.
But for some reason, you decided to do a U-turn, which is unusual, but okay.
I mean,
now once I got up to
first of all, Why is that unusual?
Because that's not something that do, right? When you stop somewhere, you usually stop straight forward. You don't turn around.
Stop and...
Yes. Like, you pull in, then I pull in behind you. That's how it's usually supposed to go.
Okay.
But that's fine.
Let's just do... Yeah.
Right,
Let's play your game.
And when I got up to the car, I detected a very strong odor of alcohol coming from inside the car. Okay? You're the only person driving it. All right? This is your vehicle. It's registered to you. You're responsible for it. You're in active physical control of the car.
I understand that whole part.
Okay?
Yes.
So, got the odor of alcohol, and while you're speaking, I'm detecting some slurred speech. I can hear it. All right? Your words are kind of drawn out a little bit.
You think
you had
so?
a very difficult time trying to locate your license. And look fumbling through your bag. You just had some difficulty with that.
Okay, well, that's part of, just,
okay.
It's in my bag. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. And when I had you step out, you kind of stumbled a little bit. You had a hard time maintaining your balance. Mm-hmm. All right, and when I had you walk that way, like behind your car, you were kind of swaying from side to side. Mm-hmm. All of these observations are consistent with alcohol impairment, okay? Especially the odor of it, right? Mm-hmm. So when I asked you if you had anything to drink, you said no. However, I disagree, okay? Mm-hmm. So at this point in time, I'm just going to ask if you'd be willing to provide a sample of your breath for the purposes of determining its alcohol content.
What if I do not?
Well, it's a simple yes or no.
What happens if I do not?
And then I'll read you something, I'll explain a couple of things to you, then we'll go from there.
I would like an explanation of exactly what happens if I do not provide that.
Well, I'll get into that, but I need first need a yes or a no.
I would like an explanation of exactly...
Amanda, that's not how this works, okay?
Well,
so I'm requesting a lawful sample of your breath for the purposes of determining its alcohol content. Will you take the test? You will not take the test?
No.
Okay. I think you have a... So now I'm going to read you something. So I'm now requesting that you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its alcohol content. I asked you if you would take the test. You said no. If you refuse to take the test I requested of you, your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal, or 18 months if your driving privilege has been previously suspended for refusing to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood. Additionally, if you refuse to take the test I requested of you, and if your driving privilege has been previously suspended for a refusal to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood, you will be committing a misdemeanor, in addition to any other penalties which can be imposed by law. Refusal to the test I requested is admissible into evidence in any criminal proceeding. Do you still refuse to submit to this test?
Repeat that, please.
Okay. Do you understand everything that I just read to you?
No, repeat it, please.
Okay, man, we're not going to keep playing this game.
I can't. Please repeat it.
What questions do you have?
I don't understand what you just read to me. Please repeat it.
I'm not going to keep repeating this to you.
Well, if you're not going to repeat my rights to me as I have requested...
That's twice, ma'am.
Twice. If you've already refused in the past...
I haven't refused. I'm requesting another...
So
I'm requesting that you repeat that.
So you already did refuse. So you said no. And then the second time you read it, you haven't...
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Okay. Well, I've read it to you twice. I'd even try to break it down for you. And
I don't understand.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Hang tight, ma'am.
I don't understand.
So, for some reason, your license, I didn't look further into it yet. You can only be driving for business purposes only, BPO, right? So, like to and from work, that's usually the main thing. Or if you're a college student, to and from school, stuff like that. You can't just be out driving for leisure. Make sense? So you're in violation of your restriction.
I was charged with a DUI in February of 23, and I, from what I understood, fulfilled those probationary, like, I'm not to the point where I can't travel outside of, that's not, I'm sorry, that's not what I understood to be for my probationary, like, release. No, at any time and point, like, I absolutely abided by my release for that charge.
Alright.
And I, like, there's at no point in time where I was ever, I'm not in release for this. Like, I was only working and traveling between the releases of my whatever. And no, there's never a point in time where I'm like, oh, I was not like that's not correct.
Okay. I mean, it's flagging in our system that you're still on BPO.
Well, you need to bring that back up because there is no point in time where I was ever like, oh, I can't travel, I can't drive, I can't do anything outside of my work. Really, no.
Right.
I move beyond that. Absolutely. You can assert your authority.
So now here's what's going to do. Now we're going to yank you up.
Touch me with your foot.
So we're going to assist you up now since you want to play the 6-year-old game.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right, Jake, you ready?
Okay.
All right.
Just confirming 1333 Ridge Road is in Largo.
Come on, Amanda. Stop playing games.
What am I playing? I'm sorry.
Holding on to you?
No, she's dead weight. Just hold on.
But because the mother is now in our jurisdiction,
We're gonna wrist.
they want us to take it. My understanding that.
Well,
I don't understand. I'm literally.
I have to get her into my car since she Let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
Get up.
Get her
in the car.
I got her on. Get her away. Fuck you.
Anyone in the comm center contact the Largo and see if they'll respond.
She's now hit with a DUI charge, punishable by up to 6 months in jail, fines of as much as $1,000.00, and a 6 to 12-month license suspension. And on top of that, a resisting arrest count carrying up to 1 year in county jail, plus additional fines. Do you think the punishment should be harsher? Share your opinion in the comments and be sure to like and subscribe for more gripping content.
Please repeat it.
What questions do you have?
I don't understand what you just read to me. Please repeat it.
I'm not going to keep repeating this to you.
Well, if you're not going to repeat my rights to me as I have requested,
That's twice,
Repeat
ma'am.
it twice, okay? If you refuse, it's going to be suspended for a year.